Dumbbell, what's good, fam? How we doing this evening?
Man, a little bit better. The ribs are starting to heal up real nice. The swelling's gone, just a little bit of discomfort left. I still can't do pull-ups just yet. I'm thinking early next week, but you know, I've done what you're supposed to do during an injury. You take it as easy as you can while still kind of challenging yourself, whatever you're able to. But we're not looking for heroics here. We're looking for rehabilitation and survival here, guys. So if you're hurt, don't do it. But yeah, other than that, great.
Well, allow me to introduce myself to everybody. My name is William, and let me welcome you to my channel. It's called William the Conqueror. Now, I'm the black belt of Bumble, and this here is Johnny Dumbbell. He is my sensei of swiping, and we're here to give you the game on how to get at these ladies online. You have to understand something, nephews. We want to show you how to conduct yourselves like men by leading by example. So I'm going to share with you this evening my own principles and standards in my own vetting process when it comes to initially meeting and matching with women online. And I do have a few ladies who have swiped on my profile because it is pretty awesome, let's face it. So if I match with any of these ladies live online tonight, I'm going to show you nephews how you should get at them. And if they respond, we'll see where it goes. We'll keep it interesting. I need you to understand that this is first and foremost a classroom. We encourage you to ask your questions. Put them in the chat. Call into our number. We are here to help. We want to do whatever it takes to help you step your own game up. So, with that being said, Johnny, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, so like Bill said, I'm Johnny Dumbbell. I'm a personal trainer and lifestyle coach out here in beautiful Pittsburgh, PA. Where the Pens, by the way, on their home opener, just took a 4-3 lead late in the third period. So let's go Pens. I'm excited. I love hockey. But at any rate, I'm here to share mostly my failures, some of my successes, but mostly my failures and the lessons learned from them when it comes to things like self-respect, self-improvement, women, dating, relationships. If there's a mistake to be made, I've made it. So here's the thing. I don't know what inspires some of you guys to do some of the things that you do in the name of love, romance, or at least sex. But if you're thinking of doing something and it seems risky or crazy or stupid or financially irresponsible, do yourselves and us a favor. Before you do it, leave it in the comments, shoot one of us a message. Chances are at least one of us has done what you're thinking of doing and can give you about 5 or 6 good reasons why you shouldn't do it. In short, we're the uncles that that's right. In short, we're the uncles the whole family talks about. But remember, it's more important to know the morals to our stories than just the entertaining part of it.
Well said, Johnny. Always appreciate your help, Sensei. Now, before we bring out these ladies, let's talk a little bit about how this is going to work tonight, nephews. I'm going to jump back and forth between some screens because we're going to preview these profiles. We stream on many different platforms. We're trying to reach as many as you nephews as we can. So that being said, there are quite a few different community guidelines we have to adhere to. So some women, hey, look, they run a pretty tight ship. They have pretty solid profiles. Some of these ladies, well, to be honest, fellas, they're lacking. And there's things in their profiles they shouldn't have. And I'm specifically referring to their children. We go over this every week. Gentlemen, you are dating these women. You are not dating their children. You don't need to know what they look like. You don't need to meet them. In fact, it should be several months before she even considers that. And before you consider that, she should be following your program and heavily invested in you. Now, I personally love dating single moms. Nephews, I'm telling you, they got the best fruit snacks in their cupboards. And you can even drink the little kids' juice boxes sometimes. Moms ain't going to tell you no. She'll go buy them more. I'm telling you. But my point is that these women often have wife experience and they know how to take care of you. So you really shouldn't exclude them just because they had a kid with some sucker who couldn't lead them, who wasn't a man, and who didn't stand on business. So that being said, I do like to swipe on single moms. I'm a single parent myself. Another thing you're going to notice tonight is I don't swipe on any women who don't take time to fill out the bio. Now, it's not absolutely necessary that they have to fill it out, but it is for me to swipe on them. And let me tell you why. Because if they're not putting effort into their profile, then they're not putting effort into finding somebody, which makes me think they're not going to put much effort into me. And I don't know about you, nephews, but I need a woman who's going to go hard for me.
Bless
Nope.
that bitch.
So what I'm looking for are certain ways to get at her too. You know, Johnny and I talk about there's a number of dates you should offer, and dinner at an expensive restaurant, that's not one of them. But we'll take them by case basis. And sometimes I'm not interested in her, but just because she's not for me doesn't mean that she's not for you. So Uncle Johnny and I are still going to give you the game on how to get at her and how you should be approaching the situation to get the most favorable outcome. So that being said, Johnny, you ready to bring out these lovely ladies?
Let's do this.
Here we go.
All right. Looks like I got Natalie up first tonight, Johnny.
Okay.
See Natalie on our screen?
I do.
I do like skinny blondes.
She's got a really nice petite, like, figure to her.
Bruh. I mean, I like blondes with fat asses a little more, but I like skinny blondes. I could work with that. About Natalie. First thing I noticed, Johnny, is there's no bio.
Oh, man.
Very disappointed in that.
Nope.
Natalie here says, low key, I think men don't care to read these prompts.
All right, that's such a bullshit answer, number one. Number two, the thing of it is that I wonder, and I actually wonder if they think that, like, answering these questions kind of makes up for having the bio. And I mean, it gives us a glimpse at you, but my thing is this. I mean, it's one thing for us to, like, tag our videos, for example, so that people come to watch them. But we also have to put in a description, tell you what the show is about. And I think that that's kind of one thing that really every profile should have if you're actually, putting forth a sort of effort in finding something.
Okay, well, since she didn't leave a bio for us to break down, let's break this down. Men don't care to read these prompts. And I got to tell you, Johnny, I think this is the pattern that they see. Okay, because when they get messages from guys, their DMs are full of, hey, you're sexy, what's up, beautiful. It's the same thing over and over. So even though they've never met you, they already know you. Some of this, okay, when you're like Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, they create a certain volume mentality. And I'm guilty of this too, Johnny. I really am. All right. Some guys they're swiping based on looks. They're trying to get matches before they even look for compatibility. And like I said, I used to do that too. I'm more selective now. I'm more picky. I'm looking for the compatibility because I've realized exactly how valuable my time is, and I really don't want to waste it with somebody that I might not enjoy my time with. Another reason why I was going to say another reason why I like the bio, it lets me know a little bit about her and if I might enjoy spending some time with her. But I think the really men don't care to read these prompts. The truth behind it is men do read the prompts. I think they're just not reading them till like after they match. They're trying to get some level of interest for the woman before they get invested in it.
Yeah, and I think that the thing of it is I mean, on the mobile version of Bumble, it really does show like mostly the photo. It doesn't really even give you a pre-synopsis of the bio. So, I mean, I think when you have that simple swipe left, swipe right thing going on, a lot of guys are just kind of going, "Oh, she's hot. Oh, no, she's not." And it's like, you do have the ability to scroll through and read the bio on the mobile version, but you're gonna have to do that, and it's gonna be time consuming. But I mean, look, what are you really what are you really busy doing if you're already on Bumble?
Okay, so look here, let me give you a little bit of game. Bumble tells you how far away they are from you, but you got to scroll all the way to the bottom for that.
Mhm.
So when I'm going through a woman's profile, I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom because if she's excessively far away from me, the further away from me she is, the least amount of interest I have. You know, like if she's 20 miles away from me, I'm gonna be a little more interested in her than if she's 40 or 50 miles away. And
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different there.
and that's and Johnny, that's because I'm not going 40 or 50 miles to see a woman. She's coming to see me first. I'll give her plenty of reasons to do that. But I know the further away they are, the larger the distance, the more difficult it is on them. And you got to understand something, nephews. I'm big on not giving women girlfriend energy. So I'm not letting these bitches spend the night. They got to go home after our date. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is, though. But again, the further away she is, the less interested I am in her. So I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom to check out the distance, and I'm reading everything down along the way.
I mean, convenience does play a role. Yeah.
Okay. Natalie here has some very attractive photos up. And this is what we talk about when they don't put much effort into their profile. They just add some pictures from their camera roll. And I got to tell you guys, when you come across profiles like this, it's your fault because you've allowed these women to think they don't have to put any effort into dating. They get to skate by on their looks. So they're not putting effort into it, which makes me think she's not going to put effort into me. So I'm passing on this one. However, nephews, if you did want to match with Natalie here, I'm telling you, with the glass of wine, Johnny, this is going to be a drink date. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a round or two of drinks. Yeah.
Now, Johnny's saying a round or two of drinks. We're not talking about a 3 or 4 hour date where you're trying to get her drunk to manipulate or finesse a situation out of her or a circumstance or whatever some of y'all are. Some of y'all are weird. For real, I love you. It's all love here. But nephew, if you're out here doing weird shit, I'm going to have to tell you about it, just so you know. There's tough love involved in this channel.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time we end up dispensing that. But yeah, I mean, this is the kind of situation where you're going to have to kind of use your head, use your discretion. And in this case, yeah, I'm going to say this is the left swipe for me.
So something else, nephew, I would not waste my time, a lot of time on this profile. Within the third or fourth message, set up to date. If she's not receptive to it, she's not really feeling you. You're probably there just to entertain her. She's probably bored. Like I was just saying, some of these messages, what's up, beautiful? You're so pretty. Hey, gorgeous. She gets this stuff all the time. So she already knows you. So she already knows how to move you. So you're not going to be that exciting to her. So you're really just there because she's bored. So
that, or you're the foodie call. Yeah.
There you go. There's that. All right. So this is going to be a pass for me. And let's check out the next one, dog. Charnel. Let me preview Charnel real quick. Now, Johnny, should I get up the IG in case we come across IG? We do a little more deep dive
we're going
into
to.
these women.
We absolutely will. We'll see them.
Well, yeah. I mean, because if I'm going to swipe on her and she's putting her IGs on there, I need to know it's about compatibility. You know, if she's looking for followers, then her and I are not that compatible, sir.
Yeah, no.
And women do that. Johnny and I have seen that recently.
Oh, yeah.
Women fish you guys into their social media profiles through dating profiles because what they're really looking for are followers. So they will use certain dating apps to funnel you guys to IG and other apps where they're trying to get monetized, where they want
we could be doing that. We could be doing that in our, Bumble profiles too if we wanted to, but no. We want the kind of subscribers like you guys who are, looking for ways to better yourselves in the realm of, your masculinity as well as your dating life. So, I mean, we care about that. We don't care about followers. We're going to get those anyway.
But I got to tell you, Johnny, I have one of the prompts in my Bumble profile It's the what if I told you, and it's something like what if I told you I break down women's dating profiles to help men read between the line and attempt to do better at dating, y'all.
I got to hear how some of those messages went.
Shout out to me. No, I'm just, I'm a big advocate for being honest, upfront, and open with these women. So if they're going to come into my life, they need to know that, I'm trying to get the nephews the game, and that's going to be a little more important than giving them my time and attention, especially on Thursday nights. Shout out to the nephews.
Get it.
It's all love here. All right. Back to the show, Johnny. We got Charnel. Sup, Queen? Now, I don't really like the black and white photos. Obviously it's filtered.
We're trying to be artistic, but yeah.
Yeah, I like a natural woman. Okay, we got a bio here. So let's check this one out. I really, really love to laugh.
Bruh.
Okay.
There's company line number one. Well, that's good. You definitely don't want to meet the girl that hates to laugh.
And company line, you know what else that is, Johnny? That's the corporate response too.
Yeah. I mean, that's writing something for the sake of having written something.
So if you like to see my pretty smile, go ahead and reach out. Please send a message because I can't see likes.
Hey, none of us could see likes. None of us are going to spend the money to see likes. Okay, we get it. Stand out to us, and we can do that. I mean, I love to laugh. Doesn't really tell us a whole lot about her. I don't want to. I don't want to set the bar so low as to be able to say, "Oh, well, she said something so good." I mean, it didn't tell us much. It really didn't give us anything. At least to me, speaks any kind of uniquity here. I'm not seeing that this is like something, somebody different.
All right. You know what I see? A bunch of stuff I don't like, sir. Why is she leading this interaction? Why is she telling me what I need to go ahead and do? Go ahead and reach out to me. I mean, yes, she did use the word please. Please send me a message.
I got to be honest with you. I didn't even see that because I dozed off by that part.
Okay, but she's leading the interaction here. It's on me to decide if I want to reach out or not based on her profile. So I get it. Charnel doesn't really know what to put here, but it says that she drinks socially. It says she works out sometimes too, and she never smokes.
I love it. Wait, so she works out sometimes. I mean, that's nice.
That Johnny,
is that quarterly? I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Because I got to tell you, I work out all the time, and I take my fitness is disciplined, and I take it very seriously. There ain't no working out sometimes for me. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're only sometimes working out, what else are you only doing sometimes?
Like if you're not consistent, if you're not consistent in doing things for yourself.
So, okay. So she doesn't know what to write in her bio, but she did take the time to fill it out.
Yeah.
I hype myself up for a first date by listening to music. That's got to be company line number 2. Name one woman that's not listening to her playlist on her way to a date.
Yeah, I don't want to know that kind of person.
Down in the comments, ladies, if I got that twisted, if I'm wrong, if y'all are not listening to music before a date. Because I would almost go as far as to say the type of music the woman is listening to is a reflection of her mood and where that date could go, nephews. I'd be asking about that playlist.
By the way, ladies, if you're watching, give us maybe 1 or 2 songs that you could absolutely be listening to when you're getting ready to go out.
Okay, now her little picture says, life is short, time is fast, no replay, no rewind, so enjoy every moment as it comes.
Yep.
This skin is, bro, I'm getting desperate vibes here. Or I don't know about desperate, but definitely lonely. Between her saying, go ahead and send me a like, send me a message.
I don't know about that, but it's definitely very vague.
She says, I'm happiest when I get to see you. when I get to kiss you and when I come home. Okay, so
Okay, that's where that desperate part
Bless
came in.
that
Yeah.
bitch.
of course she's gonna be happiest when she gets to see me, and even happier when she gets to put her lips on me. Come on, who wouldn't be? All right, what makes the
Who indeed?
relationship great, Johnny? Do you think we got another company line here? I should have asked you before I went to it on screen.
Mm.
Okay, what makes the
No, I mean
relationship
absolutely. I mean it.
trust, honesty, and
Yeah,
love?
absolutely.
Bruh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody who would disagree with that. But again, this just really seems like a very basic, very vague survey that she decided to answer. That's just it. There's really nothing exciting about
Bro, what do we got going on here? All right,
this. Like,
well,
tell me
I
you make
gotta
good
pass
stuffed
on
peppers. That
this.
would get my attention.
Yeah. Show me you know what I'm
Love
saying?
stuffed
Show
peppers.
me a picture of something you cooked. I'd like that actually. If I see more of these profiles with something some of these women have cooked. Shout out to all the
Hmm.
women that own aprons. It's all love here. We love you.
And if you do decide to make me some stuffed peppers, I'll leave my address in the comments. But use a red or orange or yellow bell pepper. The green ones are okay, but they make them a little bit bitter. So if you're ever making me stuffed peppers, red or orange bell pepper is the best way to go.
All right. Brandy answered your question here about what she's listening
Now I
to.
want stuffed.
Crazy Bitch, anything old Lincoln Park, with Lincoln Park, Marilyn Manson, Sweet Dreams, your 3 songs.
Gentlemen, check her for an ice pick before you take her anywhere. I'm just playing, Brady. Thank you. I love that. Appreciate you.
Okay, so nephews, I'm going to pass on Charnel here, but again, this would be another woman I'd ask to go have a drink with me if I did match with her. Third, fourth message, and again, I don't want to waste a lot of time. And like I was saying earlier, apps like Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, it's like a volume mentality. So you got to understand that I'm matching with a lot of women. I'm turning a lot of them down. I'm going to meet a lot of them. And I just don't have time for all of them. Sorry, ladies. I don't have time for all of you.
Quietly
I'm sorry.
unmatch the ones that seem a little bit crazy.
All right. So we're going to pass on Charnel. See what else we got going on here tonight. Caitlin, 30, Johnny, you know I like when they're tatted up. What was I just saying about blondes with fat asses? I don't know. I can't.
I don't know, man. You froze up on mine.
And we got an IG right off rip. I don't think I have my IG up. Okay, so my computer did that thing we hate where it resets and I got
Old McDonald's Life Farm.
All right, let me see if I can get IG up real quick.
Here we go, boys.
I can't make any promises. Actually, I may be able to do it on a different browser. Hold on, let me see what I'm working with. Apologize for the delay.
By the way, while we're waiting, anybody, we would love to hear your experience from online dating. Good, bad, crazy, unexpected things that happen. Whether you met or not, the kinds of things that you said, the messages, whatever it was that stood out to you, whatever was, something that would be entertaining for us to read. Hey, leave it in the comments. Give us your online dating experience, good, bad, or ugly. There you go.
I'm trying, nephews, because I want to check out her IG too. I'm working on it. Okay, that password is incorrect. Of course it is. All right, here, I think I might be able to do this another way.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, final score: Pens 4, New York Islanders 3. That's 2 wins on the year already, baby. Go Pens.
Hmm. I don't know if I'm
I
going to
hate
be
the
able to
Islanders.
get IG, Johnny. I don't want to take forever trying to do this and take away from the show or learning.
Honestly, I mean, when I see the Instagram, as a right off the rip, that's an automatic left swipe for me. That's where I'm kind of like, this is somebody who's like farm, you know. Um, I think it's a cheap way to get followers. But the thing of it is, if it didn't work, she wouldn't do it. So hey, whatever.
Let me try one more thing.
They don't hate the player, hate the game. But if you're born after 1995, you might not know what that means.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Now we play the waiting game.
All right, let me wrap this up.
I've been waiting to use that one.
All right, there we go. I'm back in the studio. All right, I was trying to get her IG.
Forgot I had
up.
that.
I appreciate your patience. Okay, here's what we got tonight, gentlemen. We got Caitlin, 30 years old.
I got the sleeve.
We got her IG. Wanted to check it out. I bet I could from my phone. I just wouldn't be able to share it. And, that's the point. I never shut up about my dog, Leo, and my 2 nephews.
So she's a dog mom and posts constant pictures of herself with her dog. All right, cool.
I'm really proud of my career. Johnny, do we care about her career?
I mean, no. I mean, the thing of it is that remember that I think women think that because they care about our career and our accomplishments, we care about theirs. And really, we're simpler than that. We're not that sophisticated. We care about how you treat us. That's what we care about. We care about whether or not you fit our program.
Well said. Because let me tell you something, nephews.
Now, that's not to say don't come home and tell me about your day at work. I'm not saying don't do that. What I'm trying to say is that if you're courting us, if you're trying to get our attention, that's not something that we really are gravitating. We don't gravitate towards that. We don't gravitate towards
it's not a sign of
your career. We don't. It's not. Yeah, it's not that we don't care. It's just that it doesn't really tell us whether or not we're compatible.
So maybe it is for women, and those are the kind you should avoid. The women that are asking you where you work, what you do for a living. Nephews, they're sizing you up. They're trying to figure out how much you're making. So when she's really into you, she doesn't need extra incentive to deal with you. So she's not going to ask those kind of questions. She'll wait for you to bring it up because, hey, women do want to make sure that you're a responsible adult. Right. But if she's really into you, how much you make is not even going to factor into her decision to be with you or not.
Right. If she's wanting to make sure that you can pull your own weight in a domestic situation, that's one thing. But and I don't have a problem with that. It's when she's making sure that you make enough money so that she can get that bag or whatever. That's when we have a problem.
And I'm not knocking her for being proud of her career and her accomplishments. It's just I'm not going to see her as a more valuable option because of her career.
Right. And it's not that we don't care. It's just that for us, it's just not something that we're drawn to or we're not drawn to nor repelled by it.
I mean, because honestly, bro, if we're talking about careers, I would date nothing but lawyers. Do you have any idea how many times I need lawyers in my life?
Bruh.
Telling you.
Man.
All right. So she's proud of her career. Company line here, Johnny. Green flag is open and honest communication. We see this so often, and it really confuses me. Because this should be the standard operating procedure for you, nephews. You should be open and honest with women, even when they don't want to hear it. Because you owe yourself the truth, right?
Well, especially when they don't want to hear it. Because here's the thing. If you're telling what they want to hear all the time, don't think for a second she doesn't know that. And by the way, she probably also knows why you're doing it. And let's face it, so do you. Come on. Don't shit it to her. You know,
Thanks
come
for
on,
setting
man.
them straight, man. All right, and 40 some miles away, like I said, the further out they are, the least interested I am. She's proud of her career, wants me to be myself, all about her dog, her IG. Johnny, I don't think there's enough here to make me swipe on it, man. I'm going to pass on this one.
No, it
Nephew
definitely
is
looks like she likes to. It definitely looks like she likes to bring that photographer friend of hers on photo shoots. And hey, that's great. If that's what you're good at, and she looks like she's probably a good model. And hey, best of luck to her.
man, Johnny, I
But yeah,
can't even
I got to
believe-
tell you, not much that.
listen, I've dated women and they complain about some of their friends. Okay, because like their friends will want them to take pictures of them everywhere. And like so she's not really bringing a professional photographer with her. She's got her
No, I know, but
BFF, her ride or die bitch, her best friend, and she's like, oh, I look cute, take a picture of me. So she's probably forcing her friend to do it, but hey, they're friends, so it probably goes both ways. What do I know?
I mean, hopefully she's behind the camera when her friend wants to get a shot. You know.
All right, so this is another one I would ask to meet me for a drink at a bar somewhere.
Mhm.
But I'm going to pass on this one. There's just not enough in it to, you know what I'm saying, make me say, let's do this.
Yeah, hot girl, but hey, best of luck to you.
I need a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm used to dating attractive women. So looks
Well, and like I
don't
say, I
really
mean,
impress me.
it's like these
You know
young
what
men need to
impressed me?
remember too. It's like, listen, make there be a reason to have sex, not just a time and a place. That's where we screwed up. Okay, we're a little bit older now. We need a reason. We were your age. All we needed was a time and a place. And I think you guys are going to need to require a little bit more than
All right, Johnny. Next up, we got Jennifer, 39. Okay. Johnny,
that. All right.
there's no bio here.
Oh, come on, man. And she was cute too.
Yeah, it says she rarely drinks.
Hmm.
What makes a relationship
Me too.
great? Loyalty, communication, trust, teamwork, friendship, lots of adventures, fun, intimacy, sex, laughter, and affection. Johnny, I got to tell you,
Bless that bitch.
I like that she separated intimacy from sex.
Great.
You know,
I got to tell you, I was getting kind of bored with all the buzzwords that pretty much, if you were to put, if she was putting tags onto this to make sure as many people as possible see the ad, those are the words she would use. She literally gave us a shit ton of hashtags. I mean, look, I'm glad she put something. I'm glad she took the time to type all that out because, hey, that must have made her thumb kind of tired. And she's a cute girl. She's very attractive. But I mean, look, I can give her half credit for making sure that intimacy and sex are two different things. As long as I don't somehow feel like that might have been copied and pasted from some internet search.
nah, from a romance novel. You got to understand, these
An
women
online romance.
want to live in a romance novel. You got to do things to them, nephews, that no one else ever has. And you'll completely blow their mind, break their algorithm. But keep paying attention, subscribe to the channel, ask your questions, and we will teach you how to conquer the hearts and minds of women everywhere you go.
We are not telling you to go read romance novels.
No, I'm telling you to be a romance novel, the way you conduct yourself as a man. You got to understand something. And shout out to Steve the Dean Williams at themanmindset.com. He's the only one on the internet I've heard talk about this. The door behind confidence is sexual confidence. So, and women know that and they pick up on that. And when you're not confident in your approach to them, when you're not confident how you're dealing with them, they know you're not going to be confident in bed either, bro.
And dude, if you try to fake confidence, it will come across as creepy every single time. it will always come across as creepy because now you're giving off a vibe that you're posing as something that you're clearly not. And that's going to push them away faster than anything else.
You shouldn't have any expectations on the outcome.
You should have expectations of yourself. That's it.
Of how you're going to conduct yourself in any situation you're in. I prefer to conduct myself with humility and without my ego. It's a difficult thing, nephews. Let me tell you, I work on it every day, conquering my ego.
Yeah.
All right, one thing you need to know about me is I'm allergic to cats and serious, boring people.
Dude, what do I tell you? What do I tell you every time? Find a way to elicit laughter, okay? There's got to be a part of you, and I'm not saying be a stand-up comedian. Not everybody is that. But, make that, have that quality about yourself that can make her smile, make her laugh. If it doesn't, all right, whatever. You're not compatible. Move on. But, I mean, you have to be able to have the confidence to elicit a reaction like laughter. Laughter is a semi-uncontrollable act, semi-uncontrollable reaction, something you did deliberately. And I'm telling you, there's got to be something in a woman's subconscious that tells her, he can elicit something as uncontrollable as laughter from me. What other uncontrollable things can he make me do?
Okay, Johnny, she says, I get out of a bad mood by dancing around my house, singing at the top of my lungs to 80s or 90s hits. It might sound funny from outside, but at least my dogs don't judge me.
So she understands great dance music and she understands the unconditional love of a dog. I mean, yeah, that's. I got to tell you, in the absence of a bio, that does kind of speak a little bit about her that I would have expected to see in a bio.
I'm almost there, but not really, bro.
I'm still going to say overall swipe left because the bio is kind of like being able to freestyle. Okay. These prompts, these questions, while they're good, well thought out answers, you're being prompted. But your bio is not really a prompt. Your bio is, tell me what's interesting about you. Blank. Okay, now tell me about if you were a tree, what kind of tree, or whatever the hell kind of questions they ask. So you can go ahead and answer those questions. But when you have the opportunity to give us 2 or 3 sentences to freestyle who you are to us, do it.
Bruh. Wait a minute. What are we talking about asking questions? Like, do y'all ask women questions?
No, the prompts they're giving her on the
okay, I got it. All right,
so,
Johnny.
I mean, I'm glad she's giving answers to those, but I mean, she's not really giving us the freestyle bio.
All right, nephew, I'm gonna pass here on Jennifer. It says she rarely drinks. This might be what, Johnny? A coffee date, duck pond, something like that.
I think so. I mean, she appears to be in pretty good shape, but there's nothing really that suggests she's like active, like outdoorsy active. So I think at least a cup of coffee might be in order.
Okay,
I would maybe clarify, do you occasionally drink? Do you not drink? Are you in recovery? But stuff like that. But I mean, I wouldn't get that deep. I would maybe play it safe, like you said, just make coffee.
Now, nephews, when we say take her for a coffee, I need you to understand we're not talking about asking this bitch to meet you at Starbucks. We're talking about you having a plan for a date. Every time you go into a date, you should have a plan. So that means, what does that mean? That means that you've been to a little mom and pop place previously. You know the layout of it. You're not walking into somewhere blind. And you want to present an experience to these women. You want to tell them why you want them to meet you there. You want to tell them about this great little local place around the corner from you and this little tea that they have and how you like to melt your little Himalayan Sheila Jit in it. And you want to make it so exciting and enticing that she is looking forward to meeting you there for several days ahead of it, and is telling all her friends and counting down the days with you and texting you, okay, our date's in 3 days, our date's in 2 days, our date's in 1 day. You got to have them that level of excited to meet you. Now, what was that, Johnny? Are you asking me about my Himalayan Sheila Jit?
Yeah, I thought you were making that up. I didn't know if that was like a real thing.
No, it's I love it. It's this tar, this resin. I melt it in this hot stuff, and I'm sure they have it in like gummies and pills, and it's got 87 different minerals that are from the Himalayas. And look, I'm real big on like healthy eating, clean eating, and just self improvement and everything. So I love some Himalayan. She legit. I love the way it balances my mind too. It lowers the cortisol in my body.
Sounds like it's she legit quit. All right.
All right, so we're gonna pass on Jennifer here. Next up, we got Gina. My nephews. Let me check Gina out real quick.
Oh, he brought it down. What do we got?
All right, Johnny. Here's what we got. Gina, 39 years old. Bio. I'm empathic, passionate, and down to earth. I enjoy spending time with family, friends, and my golden retriever. Says she rarely drinks, never smokes.
All right. So
What do you see?
empathic,
Nothing
compassionate,
interesting, huh?
and down to earth. Okay.
So when you read that,
Yeah.
you make it all the way
Yeah,
through.
it's like, I mean, I get what she's trying to say, but it's kind of boring.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Okay. If I had to describe dating me in 3 words, uplifting, fun, and down to earth. Johnny, is it down
a
to
lot
earth
more than
3 words?
It's like 5 words.
I know she failed.
So why don't so make like a tree and get out of here.
Now, here's the thing though. You have seen me before swipe on a woman's profile just because I like her dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this is the dog, you know what I'm saying, that I'm rocking with, but cute dog nonetheless.
Dude, I want to pet the dog. Yeah, seriously, want to pet the dog.
All right, real professional vibe from her. Graduate degree. I don't know, Johnny. Chat, what do y'all think? You think I should swipe right on this?
If she works in HR, she's not going to laugh at it.
Because, I mean, I could go either way with this. Probably a pass for me, but I don't have a single swipe right tonight. And we're already halfway through the show.
Just swipe right, man. Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. I'm saying I would swipe right to maybe go have a drink with her. But no, not a drink. It said rarely drinks in here. Coffee. I'd meet her for some coffee.
Yeah, get her that Himalayan.
Right, here's the thing, bro. I'm getting some professional vibes here. Look how she's dressed. Crib. She probably has a real good job. She probably got a little bit of dough. Hashtag her debit card works too. You know, I talk about this all the time, Johnny, about how the nephews should not be dating broke ass bitches. Okay. The women with no money who can't pay for things, that need your help, that are asking you to cover stuff, that are expecting you to cover stuff. Nephews, you're never going to be able to advance your life when you got some woman dragging you down financially. Especially, no, Johnny,
eventually just need some.
Especially if it's a situation where they turn into your woman and they obligate you to do these things. So you can get rid of all of that by finding yourself a woman who's got a bag of her own. She doesn't need your help for stuff. And when she spends time with you, it's because she wants to spend time with you, not because she needs extra incentive to date you. And oftentimes, these women want to show you their value outside of the bedroom So they're going to go in their purse, they're going to pull out their wallet, and they're going to pay for stuff. When, nephews, you give them a reason to. So, Donnie, that's why I would want to swipe right, because I have enough experiences with women to know that I'm not messing with some broke ass bitch here.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing of it is that, especially when it comes to the broke ladies, what we're saying is there's going to come that time. The more you give them, there's going to come that time where she just needs a place to stay for 2 weeks while she has her new apartment, get ready. And the next thing you know, she's there 6 months later. Now you got to evict her if you want her out. I've seen this happen many, many times. Those are the kinds of things that can happen when you start doing, when you start doing your recruiting at that bottom of the barrel.
Oh, you know what, Johnny? I'm gonna swipe right on her, man. I'm gonna give Gina here a shot if we match.
We got 1 out of 3, as you know, guys. We like to get Uncle Bill 3 people, three young ladies, on a Thursday night. So we'll see what happens here. Let's do it. I
Well,
still
Johnny,
say the bio was boring,
brother. I gotta be honest with you. We need to add a third show. We need to add another night during the week where we go specifically, we take this Bumble show to TikTok and help these young men with their own dating profiles. And I thought about ending the show that's on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble early to jump on TikTok. But I really think you and I need to just add a third night, man, so we can reach more of these young men, so we can help them out with their own dating profiles and help them build positive experiences.
Absolutely. We'll talk about that. Absolutely.
Let me check out Ivy here. Okay. Well, okay. I don't really read through the profile. I'm just making sure that we're adhering to community guidelines. But I do notice sometimes when some of these profiles are filled out a little bit better than others.
Yeah.
Okay. Ivy, 37, Johnny. Child free, liberal-ish, centrist, non-religious. Having kids of any age is a deal breaker. I live in the middle of nowhere, but am a remote worker and open to relocation. I spend my free time running, hiking, and exploring all this wild state has to offer.
Nope.
All right, nephews, when I read this, having kids of any age is a deal breaker.
Stop the cap.
Because here's the thing. The real deal breaker is this woman herself. And she will break every deal she makes with herself when you're him, when you're that guy, when you give her a reason to break her rules. And it doesn't matter if I have kids. Do you think I've never messed with women who say I don't date guys with kids? Let me tell you something, nephew. What they do is they'll be hesitant to go outside of the realm of casual with you, but they will keep it casual, and they will use that to bend their rule about kids of any age being a deal breaker, because they're not taking you seriously. They're only taking you in a casual, fun type of situation. So never read something like this and think that you don't got a shot with this woman. You could still put her face in the pillow if you want to, and you know what you're doing. Not saying she deserves this, but, because I'm a huge advocate for dick being a gift. Shout out to Boss Mac.
Bruh.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this situation would be a casual relationship at best if it was me. I mean, I would say that as a father, if you're going to come right off and say, look, I just don't want kids around, and that's what I hear when I see that. I just don't want to risk any kind of a situation in which my kid would have to be protected from somebody who, by her own admission, is just simply not kid friendly. And look, she came out right up front with that. That's fine. I for one, as a dad, wouldn't bother to. I wouldn't bother to swipe right on.
Well, I honestly, she's dating me, not my children. I wouldn't let some woman meet my children for probably a year, half a year at least. So the fact that I have kids shouldn't
I'd keep
matter at
the
all.
casual till then.
What is going to matter is if she can follow my program, if she can follow my lead, if she's doing the things that I require her to do for me. The kids don't even factor into it.
I'm
She's
hearing that
gotta
she
show
wants
up
to
for
be
me
the
first,
number one.
dog.
No, I'm hearing that she wants to be the number one priority in your life, and she knows that with children around, that wouldn't be the case. This really sounds to me to be somebody who really just wants to be the main character. That's the
Okay.
red flag I'm seeing. So
Okay.
if it's me, I'm going left.
Okay, she says, my personal hell is listening to anyone who is brainwashed, including those that agree with me.
Bruh.
Right there, she's saying, though, in all fairness, what she's saying without saying it is don't be a weakling.
Right. But she's telling you she doesn't like people who agree with her. And I'm already challenging her on the kid stuff, Johnny.
She's basically saying, she's basically saying, I'm going to give you a ton of shit, and I'm only going to respect you if you don't take it. Which is true.
After work, you can find me running outside or at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym.
Bless that bitch.
Feeling
All right.
totally incompetent. Hey, she gets points from me for going. I mean, those might be the only points she gets from me, but I like women who work out. And you know, Johnny, I have in my own Bumble profile that if you don't pray, fast, or work out, we're probably not going to be that compatible.
Yeah, I mean, not the BJJ I had in mind, but hey, that's impressive.
Okay, she says, I'm hoping you also want to plan an early retirement and live in the dink. Double income, no kids life.
That's kind of where I was going with the
Bruh.
whole kids.
All right, I'm gonna
I told you,
pass
man,
on
I
this.
didn't want to have to say it, but I knew as soon as we got this far, it was going to be like a nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. She
Nope.
drinks. She likes to do outdoor stuff. You're gonna be look, Johnny nephews. I think you'd be better off asking this woman on a little hike at a little duck park or something, and feeding the ducks and doing an outside activity. If Ivy here is for you, now, she's not for me, and I'm gonna pass on her. But hey, get at her, nephews. And let me tell you something. If you want some help getting at women like this, let us know down in the comments. We got you, nephews. We can give you the game on how to get at any profile on Bumble. I really am the black belt of Bumble. Johnny Dumbbell really is my sensei of swiping. We do this in real life. That's why we share this with you. So send me screenshots. Ask me questions. I got you, nephews. All right, we're going to pass on Ivy here and look for somebody I am more compatible with. Let's check out Carrie Ann. Give me 1 minute here, nephews.
That's never going to not be funny.
Nope, can't show this one.
Oh.
I can show a little bit of it. I can show the first half of it. You want to see the first half of it?
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, we got Carrie Ann, 42. I'm a single mom with a feral heart.
Bruh.
A therapist intuition.
Bless that bitch.
And a coffee addiction I refuse to quit. I've rebuilt my life from scratch with grit, grace, and occasional sarcastic memes. Love a good playlist, deep talks under string lights, and someone who can make me laugh.
Bless that bitch.
I'm going to assume that was not written by AI, and if it was not, I like it.
No, I like it too. I like women with really good intuition. Not all of them have it. Most of them do. But some women's intuition is a little more in tune and on point than others. And what happens, nephew, when you get with a woman who has really good intuition, they're going to impute little bits of wisdom and knowledge to you. And if you're capable of receiving those little downloads from him, it's just going to make you better. So I love a woman with good intuition. Single mom with a feral heart. This is something I run across all the time. Sometimes women are afraid to commit, and when they get close to you, when you start to break their algorithm, when you start to crack the mold of what they thought a man even was, they want to buck and run off. And you gotta let them do it. You gotta let them go. And as long as there's no bad blood there, as long as it didn't end on any bad terms, as long as there's still some respect there, let them circle the block and come back when they're done feeling feral. It's cool. It's just you got to understand that a lot of these women, especially Carrie Ann here, she's 42. She's dated some sucker ass dudes that have done her dirty, that have lied to her, and she's just a little closed off from that.
And
So,
look, whether it's her, and I'm not saying that's her fault, but what I am saying is the last time I dated a girl who described her heart as feral, she tried to fight a girl for saying hello to me on the street downtown in Pittsburgh. So, that, again, whether the after effect, whether what happened to her was her fault or not, the after effect of her heart becoming feral, I would just say, maybe keep an eye open.
okay, nephews, let me give you the game on this. This is how I deal with this. Whenever I'm dealing with some kind of feral woman, feral hearted, feral attitude, feral anything, I treat that bitch like a stray cat. You got to think about it like leaving food on the porch. She'll come around when she wants the food, but it's not really your cat. You don't own that cat. You don't ask the cat where it's been when it comes around.
The cat's going to lie to you anyway.
Feed the cat and send it on its way. Okay. There's a bowl of food out on the porch, bitch. You know where it's at. So let them be feral. Deep talks under string lights. I like that too, Johnny. That tells me she's not some boozy ass bitch.
I do love string lights.
And rebuilding their life from scratch, grit and grace. Man, I've had to come up from nothing a couple different times, dog. So I got respect for anybody who can do that, especially a single mom.
I'll tell you what, man. Nothing is quite like the first night you have to spend somewhere else because you just got evicted.
And you know what? When she says somebody can make me laugh, there's that ancient Roman philosopher Jonius Dumbbellius who used to say that making a woman laugh is eliciting a response from her. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you said that because it was Oktoberfest here in Pittsburgh for the past week. They just did the fireworks for the closing of it tonight. And I almost introduced myself as Johannes Dumbbell, but I didn't.
Okay, she says, a nickname my friends have for me is Care Bear or just Bear. Also, the one who is usually conjuring up the next adventure. Come with me. Me is fun, sweet with a little bit of spice. Okay, maybe a lot.
Bless that
Dude,
bitch.
I love you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She's killing me with them glasses, though. I like the glasses.
No, I think she's cute. I like her profile. Hey, I gotta swipe or I gotta pass.
She's funny, yeah, man.
The next part of this, but let me see if I can show the end of it. Well, let me skip over something. And the part I'm skipping over says, I was today years old when I realized breakfast is only called that because it's the first time you're eating since the day before, hence you're breaking your fast.
I was a little older than I'd like to admit when I learned that as well. So,
okay, and then we just have some pictures over. Johnny, I think I'm gonna swipe on her, bro.
Yeah, dude, she had some good things to say. She was funny. She was witty. It's hot. I like the glasses.
Well, I think
she's got
I
to
would
keep the
have
glasses
a good
on,
time
though. She has to leave them on.
I think I would have a good time with her. That's why I want to swipe on her. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and swipe on this one.
Bless that bitch.
When she slides the glasses halfway down her nose and says, "These books are due back Thursday."
All right, Johnny. Let me see what else we got with Bree here. Okay.
I never dated a librarian, but I got to tell you,
Bro, I've smashed a few of them.
Assistant DA
It's
one
really
time, but not a
easy.
librarian.
Just go to a library. You got to go to a library first of all. So you nephews, you got to, if you're not spending time in libraries, you're missing out. Let me tell you.
Dude, come to the Carnegie Library in Pittsburgh. Holy shit.
Well, here's the
Let me tell
thing,
you.
and like I was just talking to my homeboy about this earlier too. At like nurses, man, like librarians, they can be kind of kinky. You know, they're like real quiet and reserved during the day, but they got a little side to
I
them
just
that
meant
you
the
could
girls you
bring
can meet
out.
there in general. But yeah, them too.
All right, we got Bree here. She's 40. Midwestern charmer with a knack for conquering trivia nights and a love for cheering on the Guardians and the Browns.
I
Just
do
looking for someone to wear matching ugly holiday sweaters with.
Bruh.
Perhaps a winery trip or two and a good amount of laughs.
I gotta be honest with you. I think she has very poor taste in sports teams, but other than that, I could actually see that happening. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's me, yeah.
Hey, I love for her choice of sports teams. I'm rocking a
Yeah,
Cleveland a Guardians hat here. I still like to call them the Indians. I'm old school, but whatever. Guardians,
Hey man,
Indians,
that's
it's a
you were
tribe.
born and raised in Ohio. You're allowed to do that.
And Browns, Johnny. I'm always saying about Browns fans.
It was a bummer. I was really hoping they would beat Detroit and go on to the World Series. So
What am I always saying about Dayton Browns fans?
Bless that bitch.
They never expect a
he
ring,
does make a
Johnny.
point.
I love dating them. So if anything, her being a Browns fan, hey, let's run that. Let's do that.
Oh, and by the way, this Sunday is Browns Steelers right here in Pittsburgh, literally down the hill and across the river from me. I could get on my bike and get there in 13 minutes, and I might.
All right, let us know in the comments who y'all going to be rooting for this Sunday. The Browns, the Steelers, who you show love to. Cleveland.
Yeah, while you're at it, should Shadur Sanders be the backup or should he be starting? Or should he stay at Thursday?
All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm a great +1 because I'm always the first on the dance floor. I can talk to just about anyone, even that one relative that everybody warned you about for being odd.
Oh, you mean your favorite uncles? She means your favorite uncles. I couldn't agree more.
Hey, nephews, I love her for y'all, but this one ain't for me. My hidden gem in the city, high and dry, in Tremont. Bro, I don't know if I like that, man. That's like, I feel like women should be a little more concerned with their safety and not be telling the whole internet like where they're going out and having drinks at. I mean, am I wrong about that?
Never mind that. I've been gone from Ohio too long. I don't even know where the hell that is.
All right. She says, my international dream destination, Bon Air. I was supposed to go on a cruise there in May of 2020, but you know, thanks COVID.
She got hosed.
Hey, Johnny, I was just seeing a woman, I don't know, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, who went to Bon Air. Sent me a bunch of pictures from it and stuff. I think she might even brought me back something from Bon Air. I don't know, man. All right, some pictures of her.
She will never know where in the world is Carmen Sandiego.
All right, she drinks socially, and she's talking about this bar. I don't know if I would go to her bar.
And she's from Euclid, so, you know.
Well, you might want to have a different bar in Cleveland to ever meet you at, but I bet if she's into you, she would not tell you no on a bar date, nephews. So if you match with her, that's how I would approach the situation. You, period, me, period, a drink, period. Let's make this happen.
By the way, those of you familiar with the Cleveland area, give us a suggestion in the comments of what bar they should meet at.
Pass on this one.
but still.
All right, let me check out Bambi. Johnny, we've been seeing this a lot lately, the last 2 or 3 weeks. I have the profile set to from 22 to like 49. And I get more women in their 40s than I do the 20s and 30s put together. Why is that, Johnny?
Well, because 40 is right around that midlife crisis divorce, whether it's the first or the second one. I really think that, this is a situation where some of the ladies that are able to stay somewhat marketable, somewhat attractive in their later years, which, especially when we're talking reproductively, tends to be the 40s. I think that even if their biological clock is not ticking, sometimes it's not that they want to have a baby right now before they can't anymore. Sometimes it's, hey, menopause just hit. Now I can like have one less thing to worry about, with having unprotected sex, which is, pregnancy. It could be anywhere on that spectrum from one extreme to the other. But I definitely believe that, and I don't want to call it an awakening because I don't necessarily know that it is. Um, but I definitely think that we probably live in a time more now than ever where not only are women in their 40s single, but they're also eligible. They're looking. They're between relationships or marriages, or maybe they took the smart road, like I'm telling a lot of you guys to take yourselves, and avoiding marriage altogether. But the point is that they're at a stage in their life where they're right around that you know time of their life that's the big change. For some of them, I feel like it really kind of cut off their desire for anything more, and for others, I've seen that drive skyrocket through the roof. So, it can go one way or the other, and probably at a lot of points in between. But the fact that the divorce rate in this country is what it is, and the average age that you're seeing a lot of these divorces occur, yeah, it makes perfect sense to me that I'm seeing a lot of women between 35 and 45 on these apps.
All right, next up we got Bambi 44. She says, "Convince me that the 90s R&B kind of love still exists.
Nope.
Looking for real, not perfect, no games. Someone
Nope.
emotionally available and dating with intention."
Bruh.
I got
I
bad news
enjoy-
for you guys. If you live your romantic lives the way Boys to Fucking Men sang it, don't get me wrong, their harmony was fantastic. The advice they gave you in their lyrics is going to get you friend zoned at best. So no, that kind of R&B, 90s R&B romance not only does not exist anymore, but it doesn't exist because things that don't pan out well typically don't stick around. And that's just one of them.
Okay, so when I read that, it's
Stop the cap.
because I know women don't want the, and I can't even
No, I know.
listen
I'm
to
just
that
saying that's
sucker
why it's
shit
not
anymore,
there.
Johnny. That I'll make love to you like you want me to.
Oh,
Women
no.
don't
And
like
see, you're
that.
being
They
nice
want
because
someone
on bended knees,
dominant
even worse.
and assertive and aggressive that's gonna grab them by their throat when they kiss them, smack them on their ass, tell them to get on the bed and take
We
the
ever have an
clothes
episode without that? No, I mean, look, and that's for sure. And I mean, the thing of it is that if you listen to, and the thing of it is, Bill's being nice here because he's just giving you the "I'll make love to you." He's not giving you the on bended knee or the end of the road. Everybody loved Michael's deep voice, but what if you really listen to what he says? And I'm serious. Go on your Spotify at the end of this episode and look up "End of the Road" and listen to what Michael says in his bass voice. We should put this in an episode and break down what he says there because unfreaking believable. They even have a song called "Simpin' Ain't Easy," and you know what? It's not. If that's your lifestyle, it's not going to be easy, and the feelings that
Bruh.
you're going to experience also will not be easy. So remember, you've not only got that song, but you've got all those "We Just Broke Up" or the "I'm Trying to Get with You" songs. All of them are going to show you the perfect way to be the simp, to be the anti Casanova. If you take your advice from 90s R&B, oh man, you're gonna find yourself with the kind of problems that I am not qualified to help you with.
Okay, she says, "I enjoy adventures, traveling, animals, movies, concerts, volunteering, nights in and nights out. Smoking and alcoholics are a hard no for me."
God, you can't do anything anymore.
Never
Yeah,
drinks.
well, I'll tell you what. when it comes to the smoking point, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this, but she would have no problem with that with me because today is the 6,000th day since the last time I put out a cigarette. Today has been 6,000 days. I had to. I almost forgot to insert that, but I had to insert that. The last time I put out a cigarette was around 3 a.m. on May 6th, 2009. 1-800-QUIT now, guys. I'm telling you, if you're struggling to quit, that's how I did it, and it wasn't even difficult. 1-800-QUIT now. I swear they'll help you. Anyway, I can dig the whole I don't want to be with a smoker thing. Drinking, that's going to be a matter of preference. It's going to be something that, you know, if it really is a big hang up for her, then hey, I would say move on. But there's nothing wrong with having those boundaries. She's putting it out there up front rather than nagging you when you go to the bar.
She says, after work, you can find me at a dog park.
Bless that bitch.
Okay.
What makes a relationship great is communication, honesty,
Community
trust,
sex.
and chemistry.
Bruh.
Communication, honesty, trust, and chemistry. Company relying, man.
I got a
Corporate
D in
response.
chemistry. I'm not going to lie.
Johnny, I got more chemistry than Walter White. What are we talking about here? All right. If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Naps.
Bruh.
Where do you stand on naps?
See, naps sound fantastic on the surface. But if you take one in the middle of the day, I'm telling you guys, you're going to wake up more tired and groggy than you were when you decided you were going to lay down. What you should be doing instead is find a comfortable chair, take 15 to 20 minutes and meditate. Not nap, meditate. Stay conscious. Give yourself those thoughts you need to get. Whether you need to manifest a little bit of positivity for the rest of your day, whether things have been hitting you too fast, you need that 10 to 15 minute vacation, and I do want you to look at that way. It's a 10 or 15 minute vacation to simply allow yourself to melt into the chair you're sitting in while staying conscious and meditating on that positivity that you want to manifest for the remainder of your day to get through it. Either to get through it, or as I would like to say, turn a negative into a positive and profit. But take that time, and instead of taking a 1 or 2 hour nap, do yourselves a favor. Give yourself a 15 to 20 minute meditation. And it's going to take practice. It's not easy. It took me a long time to figure out how to do it properly. And if I were to tell you how to do it right, it would be the same as me telling you how long it's a piece of string. I don't know. But what I'm saying is practice it, find your rhythm, and I'm telling you, you'll find yourself with more energy after a 20-minute meditation than you would have had after a 90-minute nap.
All right, Johnny.
Bruh.
Naps ain't gonna work for me. Naps means she's tired. She's tired because she probably has a poor diet. Because I can tell you, when you start eating clean, when you eat healthy, you don't get tired. You don't take naps. Johnny, I got too much stuff to do. There's not enough hours in the day for me to nap. I'm telling you, nephew, everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. What you choose to do with it will affect other parts of your life. Are you taking it easy? Are you slacking? Are you lacking? Are you taking naps? Are you eating junk processed foods and wasting your time? Now, I'm a big advocate for y'all doing the things you love. If playing video games is something you love, then don't ever let anybody tell you that it's a waste of time. However, I need you to manage your time, and as long as you're doing things to be productive, as long as you're doing things to improve yourself, doing the things you like should be no one else's business. So don't let somebody tell you that you can't do the things that you like. Just manage your time appropriately. Naps is going to be a hard no for me, dog, because there's going to be other things involved with it that I don't have time for, like a horrible diet.
Speaking of dog, though, I totally want to pet that dog, though.
The dog is looking pretty cool, bro. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Um,
And he knows who he knows who's the good boy. If you ask him, he'll tell you.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna pass on this one, and I think that's gonna do it for us for the night, nephews.
All right, so we got 2. You know,
We got 2. I didn't match
That's
with
better
anybody
than nothing,
online. But that's okay. There's always next week. And speaking of next week, nephews, we'll be back Monday night with one of my favorite shows. It's called Ask Your Favorite Uncles, where Johnny and I answer questions. Look, we love it when you guys write in and ask us stuff. Ask us about your dating profiles. When you ask us questions, any kind of questions. Hey, I had a young man write me about a little bit of game on a job interview. I just told him just a little bit about how you shake a man's hand, how you look him in the eye, how you should speak to him. Just little simple steps like that. Some of you guys were never taught. You haven't always had your favorite uncles around, but that changes now, nephews, because you got us here. You can ask us your questions. That's what we're here on Monday nights for, to be of service, to help y'all out. So don't be shy about it. Our links to everything it's in the bio. Write Johnny on IG. Write me on Facebook. Write either of us on TikTok. Seek our help if you need it. We want to help give you the game on how to improve yourselves. So we're not trying to sell you anything.
Below, by the way.
We're not going to redirect you to a website and ask you to buy this or that. We are here to help. So take advantage of that. Or if not, hey, we appreciate you watching. Slap a like on the stream. Share it with somebody who needs it. John, you got anything to say before we wrap this up tonight?
Yeah, here's the thing, too. Is speaking of the Monday night show, I did get one question that I know I'm going to be including, and this one's going to have some drama to it. So you're not going to want to miss this. I know a lot of you are going to want to weigh in the comments because this one is going to be probably one of the more explosive questions we've gotten. And explosive in that, Uncle Bill, I got to tell you, our job is never done. We're going to have to kick the kid's ass. This is another situation where,
Johnny, we're out here saving lives.
And hopefully he'll understand it that way. But to see what we're talking about, you're going to have to tune in on Monday. But until then, remember, an entire weekend is going to take place. We will not be there as your uncles to help you bail you out of jail or anything like that. We're both just, busting our ass for our own. So please, no drugs or alcohol. But if you do drink, don't drive. If you do drive, don't park. Accidents cause people. 6,000 days nicotine free, baby. If you want to quit, 1-800-QUIT now. Let's go.
Yeah.